Right then. Well, hello guys. I'm Clevr, and today we're going to be following me around a day in my life back when I used to bulk. So we're going to see my old workout. We're going to see how I put on a bunch of weight quickly without putting on a ton of fat, and we'll go ahead and get through everything. It's going to be a fun video. You'll get to see the diet I used to have back in the day. I just got up. We're going to start the day. Usually I start at 5 a.m., but just for the sake of filming, I thought it would be better to have a little light, so we're starting at 6 a.m. First things first, gonna go ahead, grab a shower real quick. Then I'm gonna go ahead and change my clothes, and we're going to go have first breakfast. So you guys will get to see what I have for breakfast. And oh, I also gotta lay out on this bad boy. Gonna go get my back loose. So shower first, heating pad for half an hour, and then we're gonna move into breakfast. So let's go ahead and get stuck in. Alright, all clean, all ready to go. Still tired, it's early. I didn't get much sleep. I'm a touch dehydrated, but there's no excuses here. We got work to do, and full disclaimer, so when I was bulking, my goal was to build strength and to do it quickly. So my diet was not structured like it would be now and how I would do it if I was building muscle today. Food was cheap when I was bulking, and the idea basically behind everything was that I was going to put on mass, and I did not care as long as I was making gains. Did not care what the physique was looking like, but I didn't put on a ton of fat, and I'll actually throughout the video show you some old pictures of what I looked like when I was bulking. It did not take me very long to go from 170 pounds to, I think I got up to the high 230s pretty quick from there. The transformation did not take a ton of time, but I grew my arms from basically sticks to having a decent bit of muscle on me. So this is the diet I ate every day for months and months and months. I probably trained for at least half a year well on this diet, and it's somewhat clean, but there's a lot of food, there's a lot of calories, and you'll see why I did such a high calorie diet. Number one, I have a high metabolism. Like it or not, some people just burn calories easier than other people. It's the sad truth of it all. So for me to maintain just a weight when I'm sedentary, I need like 3,000 calories. So that's every single day. So when I'm working out, especially when I'm working out with the effort I do with weights and stuff, I have no choice. Simply no choice. I need to have a lot of calories. Now, I didn't know any science behind it. I didn't do any of the work behind it to figure out what I actually needed to eat. I pretty much looked at two things. Number one, protein. I try to get 1.8 grams per pound of protein to body weight. So for every pound that I weigh, I try to get a 1.8 worth of protein in my diet. And usually I had no issue doing this, and you'll see why. Because, let's be honest, I'm going to be crushing food today. I don't recommend this diet. I don't think this is the most well-balanced diet. I don't think this is a solid diet, but I will tell you I did get results on it, and there was a lot of training with it, so you can pretty much make any diet work as long as you're hitting certain numbers. But these days I would watch my carbs, fats, and proteins and get it dialed in much more accurately than this diet will do. But nonetheless, this isn't about what I would do. This is about what I did a couple years ago. So let's get right on into it, and we'll figure out if you guys think you could do what I did. I'm just saying it's quite impressive. Onwards! So, Lady L is actually going to be here to help with the filming, which is a godsend. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get breakfast started, make sure we're all set, everything that I want is all laid out, and then we'll get right into cooking. I'll show you meal number 1 of the day, and bear in mind I was eating a lot of food at this point, like more than you might expect, especially given that like these days I'm withering away. There's hardly anything to me. That's not true, but compared to what I looked like then, I certainly have a lot less muscle mass. I'm a lot leaner right now. I would not eat this way today. Well, I'm going to eat this way today, I guess. So, but I would not do this long term today. I would do this completely differently. And yeah, goodness, the amount I must admit I am slightly nervous because the amount of food that is going to be consumed is high. I have not eaten like this in 2 years, and since then I've probably been eating like 1,800 calories a day when I was cutting, and then now I'm at like 3,000-4,000 every day. So it's going to be a drastic increase from those two numbers. So for a lot of people, 4,000 calories a day would sound absolutely crazy. I'm going to predict we'll double that. And what we'll do is after every single meal, I'll put the proteins, carbs, fats, list off all the macros, and then we'll do the total calories for the entire meal that I'm having. And at the end of the video, we'll add it all up and see how many calories I was eating on a daily basis in 2020, back when I got all the way up to 250 pounds before I stopped training. And we'll see. It'll be a nice hearkening, a nice throwback to the past. So let's get breakfast, because I am starting to get a little bit hungry. Alright, righto. So on a normal day, and this is going to be the weekend plan. So this is how I would spend Saturday, right? So this is how every single Saturday I woke up and lived my life. I want to do it as accurately as possible. So essentially, let me go ahead and do some quick maths right now. I'm going to try to get 1.8 grams per pound of body weight of protein, which I've got right here. I've got the whey. It's very, very one of my favorite proteins for my protein. I like it for the first thing in the morning. I don't use the whey during my training or before my training. It's just my breakfast startup thing. So let's go ahead. I right now weighed in at 170 pounds. And then that is times 1.8. So guys, I need 306 grams of protein today at least. So I'll probably get over that by a decent amount, but that's beside the point. The way I would do this, do you get it? The way I would do this.
Oh! Oh, beautiful!
I crack myself up. The way I would do this is I try to get 306 grams of protein in just my diet, and then I also want this on top. But if something crazy were to happen, like I don't know, my food got burned, or like I couldn't eat, or there's an emergency, I had to go. I wanted to make sure at least I was getting a good hit of protein from this, so I was rebuilding all of my damaged muscles. And I am still training, I'm just not lifting as much, but I am starting to incorporate weights back into my workout, so I will be doing a bit of lifting. Will I be doing. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Straight in. No dilly-dallying. So we're going to do 2 scoops of protein. When I'm heavier, I would do 3 scoops of protein. The reason I do this is a nice 50 gram of protein in the morning, first thing before I'm even eating breakfast, like getting that into my system. Like my muscles are sore and tired, and I need some protein to help start rebuilding. So this will be a good little way to get some protein in my system and start that muscle repairing and all that fun stuff. I'll go ahead just to add a whole bottle of water in there. Alrighty. Now, I usually drink my protein shakes with whole milk. I usually do that. So, if you're wondering why I'm doing it with water today, the reason is simple. This specific protein, the whey, this stuff is kind of like really flavor forward, and to be honest with you, I kind of need to water it down. The milk kind of amplifies it, so I'd rather not have that taste and feeling the whole time. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and crush this. Lady Ella's here, so she'll be taking over the filming when I'm cooking, and we're going to have some fun. So I will be right back. Oh man. Alright, so basically we're going to crush this right before we hop into breakfast. I'm going to feel like garbage because I haven't eaten like this in 2 years. But now we have Lady L back here on the camera, so I don't have to jerry-rig my camera up in random precarious positions using chocolate bars and cashews anymore. So let's get right into it.
Oh, you're just going right in there. I see, okay.
Listen, it is 6:40 a.m. I have not woken up and done anything or ate anything at this time in quite some time. I'm not very happy about this. Actually, I'm very happy about this. But I know what I'm going to feel like at the end of the day. I know what I'm going to feel like tomorrow. And I'm not looking forward to that. So we got to get everything down as quick as possible with as few casualties as possible. And get all the cooking out the way, which won't be too bad because pretty much a lot of what I'm making I'm going to make in bulk, and that will cook for the rest of the week, so that's at least something to think about when you're training and preparing and stuff. At least you can get that out the way, because the less time you're in the kitchen, the more time you have to train and do your everyday stuff, and let's be honest, you run out of time when you're working, so you've got basically like 4 hours to do stuff after work, and then I'm pretty much ready for bed. So any way you can cut out a step in your day is a good way to find new ways to do anything. So you want to do a new workout, you want to go see a movie, you want to go play a game, you want to do anything, just make sure your meals are prepped, and then you're going to save at least an hour if you're me, because I'm the slowest cooker on the planet. It takes me like half an hour to make eggs. They'll be good eggs, but it takes half an hour. Alright, 50 grams of protein done out. We're going to start into first breakfast. So yeah, you guys will be catching up with me in about a second. Alrighty, so basically what we've got going on today for breakfast number one is we're going to go ahead and make some toast and some butter. We've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm not a fan of cutting butter out. I think butter is great fat to have in your diet. I especially love it for breakfast. So we're going to have that. Then we're going to have 2 sausage links. And then we're going to finish off the meal with some eggs and a bit of beans. I'm going to go ahead and get everything cooked up. Oh yeah, I forgot. The most important part of any diet is fresh strawberries.
You look so pleased.
I'm so happy in this very moment.
What did the strawberries do to you?
I just don't like eating sweet stuff in the morning. It bothers like my palate for whatever reason, but also I can't argue with the fact that I do have more energy when I do eat the fruit. So I'm not going to argue with old past me. I'm just going to eat the food. I'm going to get it down. We're going to make it work. It's not my least favorite meal of the day. There is one that I hate beyond anything you could imagine. So you'll see what that is. That will be that'll be an afternoon thing. I'll be telling the stream about it. But yeah. Oh, and also I will be streaming because on a regular Saturday back in the day, I'd be streaming. It doesn't matter that I'm sore, tired, and eating like I'm Eddie Hall or Brian Shaw. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get out there and put my work in. Think about it. To see what I just got text message wise, because I did tell my friends what I was going to be doing, so you just need to see. This is how my friends ask questions. They want to know my YouTube channel. Yes, that is my phone lock screen, by the way. And they also are asking if I'm in a food coma yet.
You haven't eaten yet.
Not quite. I'm waiting for my food to cook, dear Matthew. While I'm making my breakfast, I have to take care of the princess, my dog Ein. She gets a little thirsty in the mornings. She just had her breakfast and pumpkin because she gets treated better than the royal corgi, so she's going to get some nice fridge filtered water while I drink out the tap.
You chose to do that.
I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Hey, Ein, come here.
Oh, she just closed herself in. Oh, pose it.
Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
She's so scared. Though I think she's looking at the microphone like lunch.
Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running if you didn't do anything, huh? Why are you running? Why do you run? She ain't the biggest fan of the whole camera thing, but don't worry, we'll get you on camera and you'll be doing well. Alrighty, so we're just about finished up here. We're gonna go ahead and start getting some of our goodies all sorted. We'll have our beans. I get a cup of beans. for this glorious day. So let's go ahead and portion that out. Wish I had a bigger spoon, but you know, in 2020 you can't find spoons. The great spoon shortage of 2020. That's all made up, by the way. I do have bigger spoons as well. I can already hear Torpedo yelling at me in the chat about why are you using tiny spoon? I'm like, are you 40 or are you 12? I don't know. Some people will never know. So we'll go ahead and call that straight. Nice little 2 servings of beans.
Leave room for your eggs in there and sausages.
That's right, I still have to make the eggs.
I forgot about them
until we just had that great chat. I should have the Eddie Hall serving dish. Is the real problem when you think about it.
You mean the big tray?
Legends maintain that the true name of Eddie Hall's plates was lost long ago to the sands of time. But, you know, some people might think it looks like a tray. Yeah, so we gotta do, I'll finish up the sausages, we'll get the eggs done, and I'll show you guys what the final meal looks like. And then, we'll sit down and have a nice meal before my, my 1 to 2 hour naparooski. Can't wait. They definitely lied about the quantity of beans they gave me in here.
Rude.
I know, it's outrageous. Alrighty. Sausages are done. Come on, Eggie. Work with me.
It does not want to.
It did not. Alright, so meal 1 is cooked and finito. We've got a decent amount of food here. We got 2 sausage links, 2 servings of beans. We got 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast cooked in butter, and 10 strawberries. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this food down. This is first breakfast. This is, to be fair, a sizable breakfast. I was a firm believer in getting a decent hit of calories and protein in my first meal of the day. Get some carbs. You're being absolutely ridiculous.
She wants the strawberry.
She hates strawberries.
She doesn't know that.
Nothing like a fine strawberry to start off the morning. So, let's go ahead and dig on in. Gonna have to fast forward through a lot of this.
Just make a time lapse or something.
Yep. To be fair.
The sausage is spicy.
Yep. Hot Italian sausage. To be fair, I am quite hungry today.
You weren't hungry like an hour ago when we were starting.
I was hungry.
Oh, you didn't seem hungry.
But you have to understand, I know what's coming. Like, I know the menu.
Yeah, when I was in the hospital, I had no appetite. So they would force feed me a lot. So, I know what it's like to not be hungry,
Yeah.
but need to eat.
And like the
Ooh,
crazy.
shut up.
the crazy thing is that even though tomorrow I'm going to be like dead, I'm still going to have to eat and force myself to just to recover from the workout from tonight.
Oh man.
So, you know what people will be asking
What?
is if this is what I ate every single weekend, and for the most part, it is what I ate every single weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, I pretty much had the same routine for both.
Mm-hmm.
However, every now and again, I did have a bit of a, I don't know if I'd call it a cheat meal, because, I mean, it's not like this is exactly a low-calorie, low-fat option.
Right.
But I would go to a local breakfast joint and get eggs hollandaise,
Oh.
a sausage sandwich with egg and cheese.
Holy fuck. We're already at holy fuck, so.
Yeah. And then I would do a slice of carrot cake, because they make the best carrot cake at this local joint. So yeah, that is what I would typically do. If I wasn't doing this, that was like my go-to meal.
Damn, boy.
Other than that, I kept everything pretty much exactly the same. And believe me, I know this is going to be a lot of food. This was an everyday occurrence 2 years ago. And I'll put up some pictures right now. This is my physique, like right now. I mean, you can see me. And then this is what I looked like 2 years ago. I mean, the difference in muscle mass is drastic. And just the frame and build and how big my legs are. And you can see there's some body fat, but you can also just see the muscle and everything. So this diet worked for me. Was it the healthiest? No. Was it designed perfectly? No. But like, I didn't know what I was doing exactly at that point. So, you know, you have to make things work. Oh, that reminds me, I also need to grab my pill. We're going to do this completely accurate, so far be it for me to do something inaccurate on a video. Now,
Oh.
back in the day, I used to supplement a lot more than I do now. I used to have, realistically, I would take vitamin B. I'd take 2 vitamin Bs. One was B12, one was a B complex. Took vitamin C, D, vitamin E.
Okay.
I think I used A in a multivitamin. I took 3 different multivitamins that were supposed to work in unison together. Bunch of different supplements every single morning. Fish oil,
Trophy joints.
CoQ10.
Also good for joints.
Right now, I just don't have access to. Well, I do, but I didn't have access to a lot of the stuff. So, rather than getting something I usually don't have, cut my nail with a razor blade yesterday,
Nice.
right in the middle.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Anyhow, so in place of that, we're going to be taking just a basic once a day men's multivitamin. Over 50, just kidding. I'm not quite that old yet. So we'll go ahead and take this with breakfast. It's got A, C, D, E, vitamin K, niacin, B6, B1, B12, biotin.
Ooh, biotin's good for your hair.
It is good for your hair. Selenium, zinc, magnesium, no iron, but this one has calcium, iodine, all that fun stuff. Copper.
You're not going to need iron with what you're eating.
It's quite presumptuous.
You're a guy. It's women that usually lose iron.
I hate pills. I'll be putting this up on the screen somewhere on one of the corners. But, so, this is for breakfast. The macros and the calorie count for what I'm eating today. So as far as fat, we've got 55 grams of fat. We've got 113 grams of protein, so it's a decent sized breakfast. And we have... You have something you'd like to add?
Nothing.
It's just a snack.
It's just a snack. Okay.
And then we have 119 grams of carbs. And for this entire breakfast, we are looking at 1,344 calories. So 1,300 calories down in meal number one. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It does taste good. It's easy to get down. That's part of what I try to do when I'm cooking and training and doing that kind of stuff. I just want like food that tastes good, but also it's got to be beneficial to my training and what I'm going to be doing. So, given the fact it's going to be 2-ish hours to 3 hours of really high intensity workouts, with all that being said, like, you know, I need some fuel for the day. And the idea behind this breakfast is not that I ate it first thing the first day I trained. The idea is, okay, I busted it last night, which I didn't, but I busted it last night. I need food to help me recover throughout the day and then continue on through my session later in the day. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this food down. No. So, finally got meal number one down. The beans are the worst part of them. The beans taste delicious. I love beans. I will eat beans forever, all day long. But when you have so much food to get down and you're just trying to survive, the beans are hard to get down. It's like a brick sitting in your stomach. But everything tasted really good. That was a nice, tasty meal. I like those kind of meals because it's like, yeah, I want to eat this. I'm excited to eat. And it's the first meal of the day, so like, even though it's big and I'm pretty full now, like, I got plenty of time to let that digest. I'll be hungry again in like 11 minutes. Not really.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So, the other thing I try to do throughout the day, and I will be doing in this as well, is I gotta stay hydrated.
Oh, don't lick my feet.
I gotta stay hydrated, and when I do that, I'm gonna be just filling up a shaker with protein, or a protein shaker full of water, which is
Probably 20 ounces.
20 ounces. And then we'll, that is pretty much the only liquid I drink, aside from protein shakes, and you'll see my intra-workout and my pre-workout, but that is, it's really mainly water. I don't have calories in anything else I drink besides the cranberry juice, which is in my intra, and you'll see all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go take a 2-hour nap. That will bring us to around 10 o'clock. I will eat second breakfast, and then I will hop on stream, and then I will have my snack, and we'll take it from there. So can't wait.
No, be more excited. Come on.
So yeah, we just we woke up from our nap. Now it's ready to attack the day with perhaps the most important meal of the day.
Breakfast. Second breakfast.
Don't get at me about, oh, no one needs a second breakfast. I need a second breakfast. Who doesn't need a second breakfast? If it's good for Frodo, it's good for me. I actually never watched Lord of the Rings. I don't know if Frodo's the one that was like second breakfast. Not a clue. But what I do know is I need a second breakfast. So we're going to go get that. Felt pretty good. After this, I'm going to hop on stream for a little bit. But yeah, let's go get it. Straight in, Brian. Straight in. So we're here on second breakfast. Second breakfast is not nearly as heavy as first breakfast, but I still need to get some calories. This is going to give me the slow burn energy that I go through on a regular day. I want to just basically like get something in my system that will feed me and make it so I'm not burning out midway through the day, you know? So we've got a nice little pack of oatmeal. Probably when I was 250-ish pounds, I would probably do somewhere in the realm of 2 packets, maybe even 3 packets of oatmeal for breakfast. But being that I am at 170 pounds, 1 packet is more than fine. We're going to use whole milk because that is what I would use when I was training. These days I do 2% every single time, but you know, it's fine. We're going to do a nice whole cup whole milk. Straight in. And then we'll do, this has to boil. And then we stir. What a fun time. I'm a very patient cook. I love to wait for things to boil.
Oh my god.
I can't do that too much while I have whipped cream, which might be delicious, but I don't think that's
That
what
would
I...
be kind of fun.
It would be like a whipped cream baked oatmeal. It could be disgusting or it could be delightful.
No, I think it would be good.
I mean,
And we all know that if I think it would be good, it is good.
It's good. It's automatically seal it, check it off, mail it in, stamp it, lock it, pop it, drop it.
I was right about those Trulies.
That's true. As you can mix any 2 tropical Trulies
No, it's not any two. It's the two that I picked.
That's true, but I did end up mixing all of them, and they all tasted okay. Like at best, like if you mix like the ones that even you weren't suggesting, they still taste decent.
Yeah.
You're like, how dare you try something that I didn't suggest? Look, I have options. We drank a weird number of them, and then I had to figure it out from there.
They were at my house.
True. When I said we, I meant myself. For the pack that I bought myself. Alrighty. So, I added slightly too much whole milk, so I did end up having to use a few packets of delicious plain instant oatmeal, so that's coming together right now. Even though I thought to myself, hey, self, at least this one will be nice and light. That was all a lie. It was all a fib, I told myself. I knew deep down in here, in my arteries, that I would have to eat.
Oh, come on. Oats are good for your arteries.
They are, but are they good for your arteries after you just had 1,400 calories and
well, the rest of it's not
half
good
a
for
stick
your
of butter and
It was not half a stick of butter.
14 sausages and
It was not 14 sausages.
all the eggs in England?
You big fibber.
It's like, today we're going to eat 40,000 calories. No. Although I wondered what my highest calorie day ever has been, because it was not when I was training, I don't think. Oh, would you look at that? Would you just look
Nice
at
and
that?
gloopy.
Gloopy, and listen, just have a whiff of that.
I like it.
It smells like plain old, no frills oatmeal. And you know what? That's exactly what it is. So, let us go ahead and make sure we aren't wasting a drop. So, oatmeal done. Not very exciting, not my favorite meal of the day, but an important one when you're training. This is basically a meal ripped directly from Eddie Hall. I know that when he was training for Strongman, he did oats and a box of raisins. I happen to love raisins, so that's why I was like, that will give me a little something at least to have and break up the monotony of these pure unflavored oats.
I did not calculate that into your calories yet.
Don't worry, we'll sit down in a second. I'm gonna have to let this cool down. Alright, so here we are with meal number 2 of the day. It is our oatmeal. It's starting to cool down, be a little bit more palatable, but I'm not going to lie to you. This needs a little something extra. I need a little bit more calorie intake, especially back in the days I was training, and I've got a little surprise that I believe Lady L is going to think is pretty funny, and I think the people that watch my stream are going to get a kick out of it, so uno momento. What we have here is simply a splash of Nutella. Do I hate this stuff, Lady L?
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the thing. So,
Delicious, though.
when I train, I have a certain issue. And that issue is, I don't get any chocolate anything. That's not completely true. I do occasionally dark chocolate. However, for the most part, there's a lot of rice, a lot of chicken, a lot of eggs, sausage, meats. I don't really get a whole lot sweet, so when I get the chance to add something in, I don't know, what would you call that? Would you call that a tablespoon?
Yeah, that's what you have in your hand.
No, I mean for that.
No, I know.
Okay.
But that's how you measure it.
Right.
Is with what you have
Is
in
what
your
the
hand.
tablespoon.
But it's a heaping tablespoon.
Yeah, that's a heaping tablespoon. So it's how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
I don't know, like 3.
And although I'm not a Nutella fan, what I will say is with oatmeal, it does go pretty well.
You had a tablespoon?
Yeah. Splash of Nutella.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, if Nutella ever wants to sponsor me, I'm not a huge fan of your products, but I'm easily bought. Like, I'm not asking for much here. No. I'll work with you. I'll shoot commercials. I'm a somewhat accomplished voice actor. I'll narrate something for you. Just let me know what you want, Nutella. Reach out. Simply delicious.
Clean Plate Club.
Oh.
Is it Baby Ein?
Well, hello. Hello, baby. Hey, come here. Ugh.
She says, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
Hello. Did you know I'm bulking again? I'm gonna be strong, boy. Strong AF. But I'm strong and pretty. Listen, you can run. No, there's
I like
nothing
how her
else.
leg just like flaps.
Oh,
No.
she's had enough of my nonsense.
She's like, oh no, I was discovered trying to sniff the water bottle.
She's like, uh-oh. Ein, what are you doing today? You're being a weirdo.
It's because I'm here.
Alright. Meal number 2 in the books. That means I can kind of relax now. Depending on the day, I mean, honestly, typically it would probably be a stream anyways. But some days I might actually be doing like a nap, a second nap. All this eating and sleeping really takes a lot out of a man, so you gotta get your rest in. But yeah, no, we'll hop on stream. I'm gonna get a little bit cleaned up. I probably have Nutella all in my beard. I can smell it, so get everything cleaned up, put away, and then we'll be ready for our snack. And my snack is, I've never had anyone guess what my snack was until Matthew. Matthew actually guessed exactly what I do with my snack, which is props to him. It's so weird that I've never heard of anyone else doing it, but he cracked the code. So we'll be hitting up the snack shortly. I'm sure I'll get like a shot of me on stream or something, and then yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, so I wanted to just break down the meal really quick. So between the oatmeal, the milk, the raisins, and Nutella, altogether that adds up to 560 calories. That meal is 17 grams of fat, 17 grams of protein, and 83 grams of carbs, which is not too shabby. Our total for the day so far, calorie-wise, is 1,904 calories, which is, I mean, it's not bad. We're at 10:30. We're at 10:30 with my biggest meals yet to come, so it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. This video is not to be too serious, obviously, but it is fun, and it's a reminder, I guess, for me to be like, this is what I used to do every day, and that's it. When I think about it, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I could keep up this kind of diet and training and still stay in a way that I wasn't just getting fat. I was still in pretty good shape. I felt athletic. I felt powerful. I could move good. I wasn't winded. I was keeping myself fit while on this absolutely absurd diet, which is, you know, it is what it is. Knowledge comes with experience and wisdom and whatever they say, but the older I get, the more I learn about fitness and how to actually get the macros right and how to actually train properly to maximize everything. But like I said, didn't have that back then. We did this. Well, we did have it back then. I just didn't know it back then. We had this. We made it work. It works. It worked for me. I got results. That's all I can say about that. We're hopping on stream now, boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the one, the only, Clevr Games. And today we're coming at you live with a stomach full of food and a heart filled with gold. Let's fucking do this. I'm super pumped. We're going to watch a couple of YouTube videos. We're going to do some chess. I might play a little bit of Fortnite. That's kind of just like the general gist of it, idea. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to be streaming drastically long today, so if you got stuff going on later in the day, don't worry. I will not be here to distract you. But, I mean, you could watch all my content on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch. I mean, that could still distract you. You can go back and see quite a few of my VODs are still up. So by all means, go do that right now. No, not right now. Watch my stream currently right now and hang out. And then go watch all of my other stuff. And make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment. Ring the doorbell. And then donate $1 billion. But yes. Gonna be a fun day, I've got a lot of energy. I'm super pumped. Let's hop right on into it. Water's never tasted so good. Damn! Hi, YouTube. Absolutely. Alright, guys. So, right now I'm on stream live on Twitch, as I would normally do in a regular day. On a Saturday that I was bulking, I would typically hop on in and I would get my stream out the way. I would do it early because later on I'll be working out. However, it is now about 1 p.m., which means it's about snack time. It's been like a couple hours since I've been eating. So my snack is, it's kind of changes depending on the day, but right now we've got some cashews, we've got some peanut butter. I prefer Jif peanut butter, but it doesn't matter. It can be Skippy, it can be whatever. Any peanut butter will do. And of course, my one kind of healthy cheat that I have in my diet is every day I do typically have some peanut butter and some dark chocolate. I do a serving of dark chocolate, which is 3 squares, and then I kind of eyeball everything else, so I don't do this exact. Basically, I take dark chocolate, and I take some cashews, and I take my peanut butter, I mix them all together, and I have it as like a snack. I would estimate that I would just guess that I'm having probably 3 tablespoons of peanut butter at the end of the day. I probably have at least a serving of nuts, but I also go hard on the cashews. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll just take a handful like this and just kind of crush them.
Cashews come from the fruit.
Did you know the cashews come from the fruit? So, this isn't like my healthiest thing, but it gives me a kick of protein. And you get a little bit of carbs and everything, and you get some fats, and whatnot. That was a bad crack. That's like... That's 3-ish. We'll call it a little bit over 3 when we're doing the calories, just because I couldn't... That's like a square itself, and this is basically 2 squares. We'll call it 3 squares. We'll call this a serving. Number 1, I'm hungry anyway, so fuck it. So, anyhow, dip the peanut butter, or the chocolate in the peanut butter. If this has salmonella, I'm going to be really upset. Because I already had that happen to me. I was stuck on the toilet for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Also, sorry chat, like I've got a lot of business to take care of right here, right now. So, depending on the day, I would have this with milk, but usually when I was bulking, I would save the milk for everything else. So I would typically just have this with water. Nothing better than a sweet and salty snack, and I mean, it's calorie dense. What's actually in this? Hard to say. You got 190 calories from the dark chocolate, just right off the rip. And then you got probably like 250-ish, 250 to 270-ish calories from what I'll eat in the peanut butter. And then cashews, like God. I don't eat them like Eddie Hall one at a time where I'm like, it would take all day. So I usually have about a quarter cup, I would say. Is that a fair assessment of what I've crushed so far?
Closer to a half cup now, but...
Okay, well,
maybe a third cup each handful. I'm trying to think, because, like, a quarter cup is what I feed Jedi, so...
Right, which is small.
It's more than that.
Yeah, this is...
It's close to a half cup.
I'll be honest, I can eat one of these containers...
in a day.
Easily. Without question.
It smells delightfully nutty in here.
It is, and you're more than welcome to help yourself to some cashews.
I'm saving my calories.
I like it. But yeah, I found that I needed a way to get the calories in between my lunch and my breakfast, because if I just walked straight into lunch, I'd be starving, and I had a tendency to eat too quick during my lunch. So this kind of keeps me like satiated in a way that I can actually kind of approach my next meal in a way where I'm not going to make myself sick, because the next meal is kind of the last big meal before I start getting ready for the gym. The gym, working out, all that fun stuff. So I want to make sure I'm not feeling like absolute trash. I feel like that's probably what, like...
That's like a quarter cup of peanut butter.
A splash. I still do this every single day. This is my snack when I come home. Even though I don't bulk anymore. This is still what I do. I do 3 pieces of dark chocolate. I eat whatever in cashews and whatever in peanut butter that I do.
They're healthy fats, so...
Exactly. I'm not going to complain about them. Like... And if it was like meshing with my body in a way that was changing my aesthetic or changing the way I felt, obviously I would cut those out. But for me, yeah, I'd say that's probably a half cup, maybe more.
You're getting close to a full cup.
Well,
You got big hands, dude.
I do. What we're learning today is I have a big stomach.
Yeah, like, holy fuck.
But this is what you have to do if you're trying to put on muscle. There's only so many hours in a day, and you can't eat all your calories at once. So you have to eat all the way through the day. When I was bulking, I'd be sore. I'd have muscles that were repairing themselves, which I have going on right now just from doing my normal training. And at the end of the day, I have to, if I'm going to hit the numbers that I want to hit, I'm going to have to put that kind of stuff in my body. I mean, I have to do it from when I wake up all the way to when I go to bed if I want to get all the nutrients, all the fats, all the proteins, all the carbs that I need. If I'm going to do it to the extreme level of which I'm going to do it, I have to start early, and you have to be dedicated, you know, like, but some people are like, oh, I don't want to do the snack today, which sounds ridiculous because most people are going to be like, oh, that looks delicious, I would love to eat that. But when you're doing this every fucking day, it's just like, it's draining. There's so much food. Like, right now, this is fun. Like, this is more fun than I thought it would be. In the back of my head, I'm like, this is going to get bad. But it's also like, this is super, super fun for me to explore what I used to do. And like, for a day, I'm not going to really complain about it too much. It's not too bad. So what we'll do is I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know where it's going to be exactly, but I'll have all the macros for these. We'll get as close as we can get. There's only so much we can do because I'm not measuring this. I'm just going to, we're going to say like probably what, a quarter cup of peanut butter,
yeah.
A cup of nuts-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can go with a cup of nuts. That's not terrible. I mean, it's going to be high calories, but... And then 3 squares of dark chocolate, which is luckily the serving size. We'll get all that up on the screen, and then we'll also get the cumulative total also written down. You guys will be very, very, very happy. We'll have our best graphic designer make this nice little window for you guys. That's me, by the way. You're welcome, everyone on YouTube.
Sassy pants.
I'm so sassy. All right, so that's gonna do it for my snack. It's nothing crazy, but it is calorie heavy. It's you're getting a lot of calories in not a lot of time and not a lot of effort, which makes this ideal for bulking. Like the fact I can basically add like 600-700 calories, whatever it ends up being, in like, what would that take? 10 minutes?
11.
11 minutes. 11 minutes, and everything's already prepared. It's dark chocolate I bought, it's cashews I bought, it's peanut butter I bought. And again, it's still a staple in my diet. I haven't changed anything with that. I still, before I go out for a run, I probably had my peanut butter, cashews, and dark chocolate. That's pretty much everyday occurrence in my life. But for someone else, this might not work. For me, I need a ton of calories just to stay level, stay afloat. When I have to bulk and actually put on mass, that means I have to eat a ridiculous amount of food. And you guys will see more as we get into it, but the next meal will be lunch, so I'll see you guys there. And then we're going to be hopping into a workout very shortly after, so stay tuned. I'll try to fix my hair, but I got to get back to stream. These people, they won't wait forever. I've got to get back to them.
Gotta get back. Clever.
Alright. Well, guys, so my snack turned into a little bit of a debacle calorie-wise. I actually didn't realize I eat about 1,350 calories of peanut butter, cashews, and dark chocolate every day, so I mean, I don't have too much to say about that. It works for me. I don't really recommend it for everyone. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to get our rice going. I'm going to make some broccoli. Essentially what we're going to do is get all of my meals for the week done for lunch. I'm going to get everything going. We've got our chicken breast, which I will prepare after I'm done with the rice and everything else. You might say, why am I not doing the rice and veggies after? I say, shut up, this is my show. It's like you might want to do it this way too if you like warm chicken, so you guys leave me alone and stop pestering me, okay? Yeah, no, I just wanted to do this, get this out the way. We're going to just toast up quickly, not anything crazy, the rice, give it a little texture. This is 10-minute rice, it doesn't take very long to cook. It's convenient. We'll give it a nice mix in all the olive oil. Not that I put a ton in, but enough. And now just splash chicken stock. So we had some chicken stock. We'll steam up some broccoli. It's not the most exciting stuff in the world, but you know, you need your carbs. You need something that's going to fill you up for lunch. I need all the calories I can get, obviously, to put on muscle mass. So we'll add a fair bit of salt to this. Nothing too crazy, but I do want it to have a little bit of taste. I don't want it to be too bland. We'll do a fair bit of cracked black pepper. This is a great forearm workout if you ever want to get guns like this. If you ever want the veins to be popping, you really want to crack some fresh pepper. It's a secret that most bodybuilders won't tell you, but I'm a good guy, so don't say I never taught you anything.
Good guy, Clever.
Good guy, Clever over here. Oh, sorry, boxer price. But yeah, very, very simple stuff. This is easy to cook. I don't know what kind of chicken I'm gonna make yet, but I like to keep it somewhat interesting. I don't want to be completely bored out of my mind, but if I'm really tired, I might just do salt, pepper, you know, keep it really basic, really simple. Great thing about veggies, a lot of vitamins, nutrients, everything in there that you could ever want, and hardly any calories. So you can really add them if you're cutting, and they're important when you're bulking as well, because you still need those vitamins, those nutrients. You can't get those from just supplementing. It's better to actually eat what is completely natural. Supplements are processed. I try to eliminate everything as best I can, like all the variables and stuff. Obviously, supplements are the safest way to make sure you're getting what you need, but I still like to fill up on fruits, vegetables, everything else. I try to keep my diet as balanced as possible. Even when I was doing this, I was still conscious of trying to make everything work and trying to make everything as balanced as I could. Is it a high-fat diet? Yes. Is it a high-protein diet? Yes. Is it a high-carb diet? Yes. It's basically just eating a bunch of food with the effort, or emphasis rather, to really just build size. So the other thing is, if I was not working out 2 to 3 hours, I would cut back tremendously on the caloric intake. Alrighty, so we got the chicken going, we've got our rice all finished, it is fluffy and delightful. We've got our broccoli, which isn't the most exciting thing, all done, and we're gonna make some Cajun chicken breasts. And what I did on the weekends is I typically had a steak because I had more time to work out on the weekends. So I'm going to do kind of a turf and more turf lunch. So we'll have a nice steak that this will be the last thing I cook. I'm going to get the chicken done. It's got to bake in the oven. I'll saute this up. Then we'll throw together our lunch, have a little break, then get right into the workouts. This is the last like big calorie meal that I'm going to like really have before we get into working out. So just having like a nice little bit of steak, good hit of protein. I mean, this is another high calorie meal. I mean, I'm going to have probably 2 chicken breasts along with that. I'm going to have a cup of rice and some broccoli. So you guys can see on the screen it's starting to add up quickly. But again, this was an everyday occurrence, at least calorie-wise, and the amount of food I was doing. So again, for someone like me, if I'm not eating junk food, if I'm eating food like this that is not as dense in calories, other than like say the ribeye steak, if I'm doing stuff like that, I'm going to really have to eat a lot of food, especially if I'm lifting and trying to put on size. So I'm going to feel really, really, really good walking into the workout, especially since I have not eaten like this in 2 years. Literally not a day have I eaten like this. Maybe we had a work luncheon actually, where my bodybuilder friend and I kind of ate a lot of food. We ate a lot of barbecue, and that was probably the most I've eaten in a day in the last two or 3 years. So I mean, already I'm feeling it. I'm still not quite over my snack that I had an hour ago. More than an hour? Yeah, so
You have a snack around noon.
the food is still sitting right in this region, but you know, like, at the end of the day, one day of eating isn't going to kill me. I used to do this every day. I got to get back in the zone. I'm going to push through. We're going to make it work. We're going to have some fun. We're about to make napalm. And we're going to have to get this in the oven so that we aren't burning our nostrils. It's mainly because my mom will just be very complaining. because she doesn't understand what it takes to build flavor. What were you saying? Love you too, Mom. Alright guys, so we are down to lunch. Lunch for me is going to be not really a light lunch. I'll go over the numbers after I'm done. But we've got a cup of rice, probably, what would you say, half a cup of broccoli, maybe a quarter cup.
No. It's like almost a full cup again. But broccoli you can eat as much as you want of, so.
I am, to be fair, pretty hungry. So this looks very good to me. We've got a ribeye steak, a pound of ribeye steak, 2 chicken breasts. To be fair, just so I could survive, I did go on the smaller side with the chicken breast, but the other ones you should see are just massive. So at the end of the day, I wanted some Cajun chicken, and I didn't want to absolutely just destroy myself, so we got a little bit of food if we can focus in on there. So yeah, I'm very excited for this meal. It looks good to me. Chicken tastes good. The rice is good. The broccoli is good. There's not a light lunch. We're not in it to be light today. Basically, this is like what a strong man might eat, which is kind of a lot of food when you really think about it. We're getting our carbs from the rice. This is a fairly clean meal. The only difference that would be on like a weekday versus today, because it's a Saturday, I would do steak. I would do just more chicken for lunch on a regular day. So, yeah. That rice is pretty good.
Savannah was like, ah!
Look, sometimes you gotta eat big. Back and still got a bite of chicken, a little bit of rice, and then a steak to get through as the last meal before we hop into our workout. There will be one more little thing that I'll eat right before, but I mean, compared to this, at this point, like, this stupid amount of food, like, and the crazy thing is, when I used to do this, I realized it was a stupid amount of food, but I never actually checked the macros and stuff on it. And as we're going through and figuring everything out, it is amazing. The calories, it's going to be higher than I thought it was. Actually, we're kind of on pace-ish, I think, for 8,000.
For 8,000?
Yeah.
I thought you were shooting for like 7,500.
We're kind of on pace for both.
Let's see. First breakfast plus second breakfast plus shake what is this one?
$5.60.
No, what is it for?
The second breakfast.
Second breakfast. Okay, Mom. Plus snack. Oh my god.
The 1,500 calorie snack.
You're at 5,365 calories.
Alright, so I'm about where I thought as far as calorie wise. Now listen, here's what I will say. I have a delicious, perfectly cooked, medium rare steak.
Good.
It's good, it's fatty. It's unnecessary. It's so much. But like, I want to be accurate as to what I did, so if I have to eat 8,000 calories, damn it, I'll eat 8,000. So I've eclipsed by about 1,000 what I eat on a daily basis calorie wise. So pretty much without this meal, this is about what I eat when I just train regularly, and I'm not trying to bulk up. Maybe without this steak. Without this steak, if I ate everything up until this point, that would be about what I eat in a regular day. And we still have a couple meals left, and a couple protein shakes. So, yeah. I mean, the steak's delicious, but
Thank you.
you liking it? Yeah. That's how I normally cook steak. Alright guys, last bite of steak. Something crazy amount of calories. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to pee, and then I'm going to walk right on back, and we're going to go over the macros and everything that's in this. Lady L was so nice as to give me our little booklet that has everything written down. So, good God, you had to do so much math.
I know.
So, I'm not going to go each individual thing. Well, actually, I guess I can. So the steak was... That's true. You took all that time to do this. We're going to figure it out. So, the steak was 1,088 calories, 92 grams of protein, 68 grams of fat. Broccoli is... and 0 carbs because it's steak. Broccoli is 3 grams of carb, half a gram of fat, 3 grams of protein, 34 calories. Chicken is no carb, 6 grams of fat, 92 grams of protein. Or that is a 92, yeah.
Yeah.
92 grams of protein, 440 calories, which is why if you're trying to watch your weight, chicken is the ultimate protein because you can make it delicious. Not as delicious as a steak, to be fair, but you can still make a really tasty chicken dish and keep the calories low. And rice, 170 calories, 4 grams protein, 0 grams fat, 38 grams of carbs. Oh, so overall, my total for lunch is 1,851 calories, 41 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat, 191 grams of protein. Good God, over 5,000 calories so far for a nice little, a tasty day so far. Right now it's 5:05. We got that meal down quicker than I thought I would. And
Like half an hour.
yeah, so I mean that's a lunch period, and I'll take it. So what we do now is I'm going to pee. I'm going to get the batteries charging for the camera. I'll have my, well, I won't have my protein shake off camera, but I'll get that all ready. And then we'll be getting ready to work out. I gotta get my gear on, get everything set up outside. We're gonna film what I would do on a typical day. Back when I was trying to bulk and put on as much muscle and get everything sorted as best I could. So I'm having a fun day. We're almost done.
Spend it with me, though.
That's true. I get to spend it with Lady L.
You look so pleased. You can't hate me yet. We haven't dated that long.
Delicious. Simply delicious. Alright guys, we are shaping up for our workout, which means we've got a few things to do. I'm going to work out at about 6 o'clock, so we got a little over half an hour. What I like to do now is start cutting up, getting serious for the gym or workout or whatever I'm going to do. So this will be my second hit of protein from a shake. We're going to do 2 scoops of impact whey protein, which is, I don't know, who cares anymore? I can't even remember. I think it's 25 grams of pure protein per serving, but I'll double check that. Anyhow, that's going to 16 ounces of whole milk. because my diet of 8 million grams of protein just isn't enough. Actually, to be fair, here, smell this.
Oh, it's so sweet.
It is so sweet, but it's actually not as sweet as you think it is. It is rich, especially with whole milk, but it's one of my favorite just shakes, where if we were just talking about taste, it's actually quite good. And the reason I like this on, especially on like a weekend day, is there's actually some scientific studies done where sweet stuff like desserts, ice cream, it kind of expands your stomach. It induces something to make your stomach kind of loosen up a bit. So that old adage when you're a kid and you're like, I have a second stomach for dessert, is kind of true in a ish way. So this kind of goes down a little bit easier for me. We've got it nice and mixed up. My protein really does mix well. They might use FedEx, who can suck it, but what are you gonna do? I'll go through the major inconveniences to get a decent protein. Again, not sponsored or anything, obviously. I mean, I know with a body like this, most people must think I'm sponsored up the wazoo, but in reality, not quite. I'm probably much more likely to get that Truly sponsorship eventually, though. So once I get back into shape and we hit winter and I can drink again, then we'll try really hard to push for that Truly sponsorship. Also, we'll be doing some YouTube videos with golf, so that will be the only time I'll be drinking while I'm training. So, alright, enough of this. We gotta get it down, because we also gotta get our pre-workout down so that we can move on and do our stuff. So, my stomach's about to be real full. I think I'm a little bit bloated. Just a bit, a titch, a touch. It is absolutely delicious. Like, no exaggeration. This kind of, I always got the really sweet ones. They had like a birthday cake. They had like salted caramel, chocolate brownie, bunch chocolate smooth. All of them do a really good job of making it easy to get down, even with whole milk and all that other jazz. There are other protein that I like to do in the morning. That one's a little tougher to get down, but that's why we do it with water. So, man, I'm gonna lift. I'm gonna break the world record in the deadlift.
Okay.
It's going to be a record of the world. Anyone who watches my stream is going to be like, he rips off Eddie Hall a lot. But it's just because I'm on Eddie Hall kick these past couple. I had to get myself psyched up to do this, so I knew it was going to happen. I knew this was going to be a video, and I knew he was kind of the inspiration behind this diet when I started doing it. At least he got me into the idea of thinking about like strongman, so.
You got it. Crushed it. Yeet.
What if I just threw myself out the window for real?
I would drop the camera.
That camera's expensive, damn it.
You're expensive, damn it.
Verily. You could buy me pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to go get my pre-workout mixed up, and then I'm going to get changed for working out, and then we're going to get this going. So, I'll see you guys in a second. Gym time, and then we'll hop in and we'll have dinner. And it's going to be an absolute delight, I promise you all. Alright, and the final thing before my workout, after I've had my protein, I've had my giant ass lunch, is now we're going to have my pre-workout, which is my protein brand, the pre-workout. So if you're interested, this is blue raspberry. It tastes super sugary. It's like the ultimate energy drink. It's like if you took a slushie, but just like the syrup they put in, and put it in a cup. So it's gonna get me jazzed, amped up. I mean, I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie. I've eaten enough food to be put into a coma, but I've also got a lot of energy as a result of that food, so I do feel like bouncing off the walls a little bit, but it's just like my stomach is full. So right now we're gonna work through it, get that work in, and yeah, let's crush this. Cheers everyone watching. Can't wait to hop into this workout. Now I get to show off how weak I've gotten. People are going to be like, this kid is eating 8,000 calories and he can't even lift 20 pounds over his head. I don't know. We'll see. I might puke in my workout. I can't guarantee I won't. But I'm going to try not to. Alright guys, see you in the workout in a second. Alright guys, we're about to start the workout, but we think it would be a little bit funny, interesting, just to see what a pump can do in a workout, because I am going to do arms in today's workout. It'll be the last thing I do. But I want to see what I can grow my bicep in one training session after not training for 2 years. So essentially what we'll be doing is measuring me right now at the beginning of the workout. I'll do one where I'm not flexed at all. I'll do one where I am very flexed as I can be, and then we'll see what happens after I do my bicep workout and burns and triceps and everything else. So I've only lost a solid like 6.5 inches around my bicep, so that's awesome. That means I've gotten really strong recently. So let's see, with a little flex I should get a little bit of growth there on that number. 13. We've grown an entire inch. That means realistically I've lost 3.5 inches five and a half inches on my biceps from my peak. So part of me does want to get bigger biceps. I will not eat like I did today to get those, but let's go ahead, let's get it. I'm going to talk through what I'm going to do really quick, and then we'll get into the workouts. Obviously this part for you guys, I'm not going to show you every single set. I might show you a set of each workout. I'm going to do 3 or 4 sets depending on how I'm feeling of everything, and then we'll just go and get it. We'll go hard at it. We're gonna get everything done. I'll explain why I'm doing it, full on explanation, but we are gonna get through this part of the video quick because this video is mostly about the diet, I would say, right? So this is just so you guys can see there's training that went along with it. It wasn't like I just ate this food and I was like, I'm gonna get strong. I'm gonna be a strong man one day. One day after I had my 5,300 calories by 5 o'clock, then still had dinner left. So let's get into it. Let's get stuck in. Let's get it. Alright, so guys, basically what's going on is this is actually cranberry juice, unsweetened natural raw cranberry juice, and it's got my amino acids in it. I've been looking forward to this all day because it's the only refreshing thing I have all day, really. Everything else is rich and or just meat or carbs. So
Or water.
or water, yeah. So this is kind of a little acidic, something refreshing. It's nice and cold, and I like that. So first thing we're going to do, and I believe everyone should do this, is grab some light weights. I would even go lighter than what I'm doing. These are 8 pounds, but just I'm pretty comfortable with controlling 8 pounds in each hand. I lift packages all day, so I'm going to do some circles with my arms. At least 10. If I feel something, like right now I can feel my trap is a little tight in my right side, so I'm just going to keep working it out, spin it, do the other way. I just want to get a nice little stretch in, nice little warm up, nothing crazy. I'm not trying to like go fast, I'm not trying to go hard. This is just to get a little blood into the muscle, and we'll do it up high, medium, low, just something to get like everything firing. I did learn this from watching a bunch of bodybuilders and stuff. They would take like literally like 4 or 5 pound weights, and you have these massive men doing that with these weights, which is kind of crazy. I'm somewhat warmed up just from having all the heat and being kind of active today. So yeah, I'm just gonna stretch out real quick. Nothing too crazy. Again, just trying to make sure when I get into actually doing exercises that I'm not going to pull anything, because if you injure yourself working out, you've done something wrong usually. You haven't hydrated properly, you haven't warmed up enough, you very rarely on maintenance workouts or just like typical building workouts, you very rarely get injured out of a freak accident. It happens, but it's very rare. What usually happens is you'll see people who are really like pushing their boundaries. You'll see them kind of get into dangerous situations, because humans weren't really designed to deadlift 1,000 pounds off the floor, you know? They weren't designed to deadlift 1,100 pounds off the floor. So when you get people doing that kind of stuff, it kind of makes sense when sometimes there's some injuries and stuff that's happening. So definitely worth warming up as best you can. Make sure you feel good. I just like to really make sure everything's feeling good. I don't want anything like catching. If something feels wrong, I'm going to either work it out or I'm going to change my workout for the day. That's one thing I've always been pretty good at. You gotta kind of know your body a little bit, but what we're going to do today is going to be a run through on shoulders, back. We might get into chest, I don't know. We'll see how I feel, and we'll see how long this actually takes, because I mean, to be fair, I did eat a lot of food today. I'm not used to it. I will be utterly shocked if I don't at least feel like I have to throw up at some point during the workout. But yeah, we're going to get pretty much right into it. Oh, and then I'm going to do tries and buys as well, so we can get that massive pump in the arm. I should get at least 1 more inch from the pump, so I could get up to like, I got to 13, so I could get to like 14 inches or something, which is still small, especially compared to how big I was. So let's go ahead and move on into exercises. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these light weights. We're going to do 10 reps, 10 to 12 reps, and I'm going to do kind of supersets with this. I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go out to the side, and then I'm going to go out in front of me. And I'm going to do each of those in kind of order. So I'm going to do these, I'm going to get these burning, then I'm going to go out to the side, get that burning, then I'm going to go out front, get that burning. If I'm feeling really good with the 8-pound weights, I'm going to go ahead and move to the 20s. If not, I'm just going to keep repeating the 8s over and over again. Maybe I'll move up to
12s.
I think 12-pound weights. We'll see. This is mainly just about like getting the muscle fibers working. So let's get right into it. I understand my body right now is not what it was 2 years ago. I understand I'm not as physically strong as I was 2 years ago. But I also understand there's a process I have to go through. I'm not going to skip any of the steps. I'm going to be diligent with it. I can already feel shoulders are getting activated. Could I do the 20s? Sure, I could. I can easily do all the activations with the 20s. Like if I really wanted to, I could go through and force myself to do the 20s. But like I said, we have a day where I'm not comfortable, a day where I'm literally like on the edge of vomiting every single second, where I'm not used to this kind of training. No point in pushing it. I see too many people who used to be able to do something try to go out and relive the glory days, and you'd be shocked. You can't just go back. Alrighty. So again, no heavy weights yet. We're gonna do all the accessory stuff. We got, is that 3 sets already? So that's a decent enough warm up right now. I can feel the blood gain in my muscles. I can feel a little bit happening in my shoulders. I can already feel like this is getting a little bit tighter. So that I'm going to redo at the end of the workout to really burn out my shoulders. I'm going to do those as many times as I can, superset them. I'm just going to keep going until my muscles fail. That'll be the end though. I don't want to do that in the beginning. I just want to get the blood pumping. I feel good right now. And then we're going to move into overhead. So what I'll do with overhead is I'm going to get the dumbbells up, and then you can do it either way you want. You can have your dumbbells up like this, or you can turn them this way. I find it's easier to press them if they're going back and forth. And then I try to go up strong, down soft, just really working the muscles. You get the slow and the fast twitch going. Obviously with this isn't going to be a very heavy weight, but it kind of just gets everything going. This is definitely harder on the shoulders doing it this way. When I get to the heavier weights, I can't really do it that way. But lower weights, no problem. Feel good doing that kind of stuff. We're gonna go ahead and move into the 20s. I'm gonna try the 45s. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I'm gonna wear my belt because I have a bad back. I know lifting light weights with a belt on, I look like an idiot. I don't care. It's not worth it for a vertebrae to slip or something silly to happen. So I'm going to prioritize safety. I have a really janky back, and that's going to allow me to stabilize my core better and hopefully not vomit all over the place, because I can feel right in this region, in my esophagus, I feel my lunch. So we're going to go ahead.
Take a break?
No. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Silly, silly, silly Lady L. Have you learned nothing about Clevr?
No, I meant from filming. So.
Oh, we will be taking a break after filming. I'm gonna do the presses with the 20s. Again, we're gonna do 3 sets of 10. I'm I'm only going to show you guys the one set. This needs to go a little bit tighter. Maybe this region. Goodness. That's a little too tight. I need something like right in the middle, and I'd be absolutely.
A leather punch.
I do need a leather punch. Like right in the middle of this would be good. I can get my core out this way though, and that's what really counts. So I don't really want to activate my core that much, but we'll make it happen. Alrighty. So I'm going to just show you guys what it looks like with the 20-pound dumbbells, and then I'll show you when I get to the 45s if I decide to attempt that. Let's get it. So now that we're dealing with obviously nothing too crazy, it's only 40 pounds, 20 in each hand. I want to really make sure I'm stabilizing everything. I want to make sure that I'm being safe with my movements. 20 pounds can even cause injury, especially your back. You can tweak a muscle, gain the weights up safely. So I like to do a little swing, make sure I'm not doing anything too crazy, and make sure it's a nice controlled movement up. So I'm up. Everything feels good. Everything feels level. I'm on even ground. Stance feels pretty balanced. And we're just going to go ahead and get it. I forgot how crazy it is. So this shoulder injury, my shoulder can move way more than this one now. So I'm getting like it slid back and it was out of position. I could just feel it. I almost stopped, but I got it back in, but it was like not a good feeling. That is making me think I'm not going to do the 45s today. I might do it with a bar just so I can be a little safer. But yeah, that gives me second thoughts just because I'm like, the stabilizing muscles were not stabilizing this. Little nervous about that. Right arm feels good. Right arm, I feel like I could just kind of toss this all day. But this one I'm a little nervous about, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a little nerve-wracking, so I'm going to be very, very safe with that. I'm probably going to dial it down to 8 reps for each set with that, and that's something about just knowing your body a little bit, so no point in pushing that right now until the rest of the shoulder gets back caught up again. I lost all my progress, so I have to start from new again, and that's okay. I'm not going to panic about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to try to be what I was 2 years ago. You have to kind of bite the slice of humble pie and just kind of move on with it. So not what I was 2 years ago. Not as strong. Muscles around here not as big. It's sliding all over the place even with only 20 pounds. So we're gonna make sure that I get that safe before I'm doing anything else. So I'll see you guys when I'm doing the next exercise. Alrighty, so ladies and gents, we're on the last set of overheads. I've done 3 sets of 10 reps so far. Yes, that's correct. So I'm going to do a 4th, but I'm going to do a burnout set. And the reason why is because I can't go up to the 45 safely right now. Reason being, stabilizing muscles just aren't there. 2 years of no lifting does not make for hopping right back into it. I'm not a machine. I do deteriorate without use. So
do machines.
Okay, well, listen. I don't have any blood. It's all in my veins right now, coursing through my arms. My veins are just they really do be popping.
Me too.
So, like, at the end of the day, there's very little going on in here. So yeah, do machines break down without use? Sure.
Not as quickly though.
Right. And that's what really counts. If I didn't start my car for 2 years, I think it would fire up just fine. But regardless, I still want to get some
Overhead.
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy. I want to get some of that going on. I know what it does, I just don't know how to say it. I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
Oh.
That's what Forrest Gump said, at least. So, you might be saying to yourself, wow, this is no equipment at all, this is a janky setup. So, when I started working out, this is all I had. There's a pandemic going on, couldn't go to the gym, couldn't get out, couldn't be around people, so we had to figure out a way to make it work in the middle of nothing. This is a weight set that I've had at my house for over 20 years at this point. So God knows how old they actually are. I don't know where we got them. The only guy who would know is dead, so no clue. I've got a pair of 20s and 45 weights and a set that my mom used to use that are made of plastic from literally who knows how old this is. I've never even heard of Pro Sport brand, and it's just weights filled with sand. It's not very high-tech stuff, but you can still get a workout in, so there's no real excuses. Like, I have nothing to work chest on. I don't have a bench. I don't have any. I literally have to either lay on the floor and do presses with my chest, or get in a chair and try to do my best version of an incline press, or get down and do my best push-ups, which is not very fun when you have tears in your shoulders and stuff. So I had to use a lot of body weight. I had to use what I had, and I was able to, as you can see in the pictures, I was able to put a lot of mass on my chest, my arms, everything. So at the end of the day, there's no excuses. You can make it work. I could have done and got results with just body weight stuff. So at the end of the day, you gotta make do with what you have. If you don't have the equipment, don't make excuses. Don't say you can't do it. Don't think that, oh, I'll just wait until I can afford the equipment. Just get in, start doing stuff.
Do
if
body
you really
weight.
want. What?
Do body weight.
You can absolutely do body weight. You can always do body weight, and that's never going to be an issue. You can build muscle and you can get very strong just using your own body weight. And there's ways to even like increase body weight exercises and make them more challenging and get even quicker results, which I did with push-ups because, again, no bench, but I could do push-ups. So I did incline push-ups, I did flat push-ups, I did push-ups with weights and chains and weights on my back, like whatever I could do just to add and make it a little more difficult when I was lifting all the time. So anyhow, can't go super heavy. Not that 45s are really heavy. To me, that was like a pretty easy weight back when I was training. In fact, I think with single arm, I think I can pretty easily get it out. I think I could actually do 8 reps with this arm. I don't think I can do it with my left arm, so there's no point. So what we're going to do is go ahead. We're going to do the weight that I know I can safely do with both arms. I'm going to do that for 10 reps. Then I'm going to move down to the 12 pounders. I'm going to do that until my arms are burning and I can't quite finish. I can't quite get to the end. Then I'm going to drop down to the 8-pound weights. I'm going to do that till exhaustion. And that's going to be the end of my overhead dumbbells. We'll get into the bar and I'll show you what I used to do for overhead with a bar. My shoulders are already tired. I'm very out of shape when it comes to lifting. I ain't claim to be in any kind of a shape right now other than round. So we're gonna make it work. Now that I'm getting back into it, this is just what I used to do when I was strong to get strong, and this is what I'm gonna be doing, at least part of it, to get back into the swing of things. So enough talking, straight in, Brian. Do it for a splash of Nutella. I normally also would do this till exhaustion, but I just, with the fact my shoulder I can tell is unstable right now and I don't have the muscle around it, I'm not going to toy around with the 20-pound weights. So we're just going to do 10. 10 seems to be enough to stimulate the muscle. I definitely feel it, so let's get in.
Nice.
Oh man, I am so much weaker than I used to be though. But that's okay. I'm not. When you're off training, and I mean today is like probably the worst case scenario for my training that there could ever be. There's the fact I did an eating challenge right before we did all this. I mean, I've put down 5,300 calories so far, more than because I had my protein shake, which I don't even know what it was, but it's a decent amount of calories.
How many? You put 2 scoops of protein powder?
2 scoops of protein powder and 16 ounces of milk. We'll figure that out. So I'll put the total amount of calories I got out there right now on the screen somewhere. I don't know what side it'll be on.
I'm getting eaten alive.
I'm sorry. So again, this is not ideal circumstances, and to be lifting for the first time and to do it on camera and everything else that goes along with it. But the idea is there's no time like the present. My body's tired. My body is screaming just to stop putting food into it and to lay down and maybe sleep for 12 hours, but there's work to be done. Everyone starts somewhere. For me right now, that means I have to get back into the process of all this, and I enjoy the process. I enjoy getting better at things. It would be really boring just to do everything and be great at it right at the start. What's the point if you can't see yourself reaching the next rung of the ladder? If you start and you're already great at something, I feel like you lose a great sense of achievement that you reach when you actually do have to work for something. So that's how it's been my whole life. Nothing comes easy to me except for maybe deadlifting. Deadlifting I just could always kind of do. But other than that, what we're going to do is I'm going to do overhead with 65 pounds total with this bar. I'm going to give myself a second to breathe. I'm going to do 3 sets of, I don't know if it'll be 8 or 10, whatever the case may be. It's a little bit heavier than doing the 20s, but not quite as bad as the 45s. And since it's on a bar, the shoulder feels a lot more stable. I can kind of control the motion a little bit better. So hop into that, get that part of our workout done, and then we're going to move into a little bit of back and arms and just keep on keeping at it. I feel like I'm burning some calories already, so I feel good. And haven't even really done that much all in all. So, I've cooled down a little bit off of that, stretched out a little bit, got some of my cranberry juice and aminos. So, feeling like I'm getting a good little sweat in. We're going to continue with the overhead. I understand I'm a little bit off today. Well, not off, but I'm off from when I was at my peak. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to aim for 6 to 8 reps, 3 sets, overhead with a bar, good form, feeling strong. Obviously I don't have a rack, so I can't just pick it up, so it's a little bit tougher. I have to bring it up, clean it, and then bring it up. I actually don't know if it's clean, I think this is a clean.
Clean and jerk?
Yeah, something like that. Either way, we're going to bring it up. I'm going to do my overhead stuff. We're going to do that, then I'm going to go ahead and do the burnouts, supersets until failure, with the sides, rears, fronts, everything, and then just get on with it. So shoulders will be done after that, and then we'll do some standing rows and just really get bumping. So let's go ahead and let's get it. Just a little bit a little wider than push-up is a good place to be grip-wise. Nope. So right there, great example of the left shoulder. Just kind of slides back a little bit, and then all of a sudden I'm off balance. Weight was feeling easy, and then one wrong move, 1 second where I'm feeling a little overconfident, getting a little too crazy with it, and all of a sudden I'm just completely off on it. And that's how easy an injury can happen. Luckily, I wasn't trying to fight it too much. Luckily, this is lighter weight, so I gotta realize I'm fatigued. I'm not quite where I need to be doing this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna have to make sure I'm really diligent keeping this shoulder forward and not letting it slide too far back and getting caught on the way up, because that could be bad. So either way. This left shoulder, man, it's killing me. We're gonna leave it for that today. I'm just gonna get right into the back stuff and the burning out the delts. It's just not worth it. Like, obviously I wasn't intending that to happen on video, but it's just literally like not having that joint in there to like hold it and keep it from just sliding. Until I get everything else kind of built up again and my body's feeling right, there's no reason to try to continue to push it when it feels unstable, and it's in my head, so I'm thinking about it as well. So I got to be smarter, which is something I always preach to people and something I often don't do myself. In fact, if Lady L wasn't here, I know for a fact I'd walk away from it, I'd go get some water, I'd go stand in the corner, I'd psych myself up, I would get the 6 to 8 reps out on camera. I would delete the other takes. No one would ever know, and I would move on with my life. But
we don't do injuries.
It's not worth getting hurt. I still have more workouts to do later this week. I've still got other stuff I have to do, and in 2 days I'm going to be going to work. So it's just really not worth it to me. She's absolutely right with that. So pretty much I'm going to set this up for deadlift after. We'll do nice, easy, low weight deadlifts. We're going to do 250 pounds and 225 pounds. I'll warm up with this a little bit just to get my muscles activated, and then, I mean, this is hardly any weight at all for a deadlift. And then 165 pounds for reps we'll do, which is also nothing, but I don't feel like carrying. I can get it up to 300 pounds or something, but again, no point in doing anything stupid today. Let's just be smart. We're here mainly just to see where my body's at, get a benchmark, see what I need to do, and we'll go from there, boys. All right, so definitely weaker than I was, but I'm starting to feel like at least my muscles are activated. I can feel that I've definitely stimulated some muscle growth, so that's all you can ask for a day out. Small improvements every day. What we're going to do now is we're going to close off our stance, give it a bit of this action. We're going to start off with the 20s. This kind of works your back. You're going to get a nice tight contraction. Just like easy. Nothing too crazy. We're going to do sets of 12, probably 2 sets of 12. We're going to try with the 45s, see how that feels. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So keep your back straight if you're going to do these two, and then just powerful up and slow down. We're gonna do some hammer curls, just good form, get a nice pump.
Tried not to step on the plate, but I stepped on it anyway.
I am so tired. Oh, alright. So, just so fatigued. But this is good because there are gonna be days you don't have your A+ stuff and you gotta put the work in. So, we're making it happen no matter what. Okay, and what we're gonna do is just keep supersetting. So right now I'm gonna get some wrist curls in, a lot of holds. Just I want to feel my forearms burn. I don't want to feel any real tightness happening. I don't want to feel like anything is gonna pop. If the weight's too heavy, we'll adjust it. But this feels solid. After we superset, I'm gonna give it about a minute rest, and then we're just gonna keep going until it feels like I can't keep going. We'll measure the biceps, see if we get any growth. Should get a little bit. You'll definitely see my veins popping if we have that kind of light. I mean, it's getting dark fast. We've already been outside, what, 2 hours?
What time is it?
Probably like 8.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God. So, we're running out of daylight. Do we do deadlifts? I don't know. We'll see after we're done with this. I'm tired. I don't want to risk injury. But, I mean, as you can see, like, these veins are jumping. I'm definitely getting the blood flow in both arms now. That doesn't mean anything other than cardiovascular is going well. Really, it's just going to be about building my strength back up to the point I can control the weights a little bit better, which is all part of the process. It's going to be a fun ride. I enjoy working out. I enjoy challenging myself, and weightlifting has never really been my strong suit. I've always been more a cardio guy, someone who was good at movement. But I've always been strong enough to do whatever I had to do in life. So being able to increase my limits and stuff with weightlifting is cool. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Don't puke.
It's just that easy.
Or puke and then feel better. You get endorphins from puking.
Do you?
Yes, you do. That was not safe.
That was so safe.
That was not safe at all.
You can't even believe how safe it was, is what you
Clever.
meant to say. You were like, holy cow, that was so safe, I couldn't believe my eyes. And you're welcome for me showing you exactly what to do when your muscle just randomly fails. You know, you're all welcome watching on YouTube. I wanted to just rip ass on camera, but
like
my
Eddie
neighbors
Hall.
are everywhere, so
You don't want to shit yourself.
that's also very true. It's dangerous right now.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this. And, I mean, there's nothing on under the shorts, so if I shit myself on camera, it's going on the ground. So,
Stop making me laugh. The camera is so shaky right now.
don't worry, it has stabilization, we're fine. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Take this clever boy.
This clever boy.
He's pretty weaponized.
He's just a clever boy. His arms are a lever, boy.
They are a lover, actually.
He couldn't lift up 45s. He's just a noodle man.
I say one thing one time.
Listen, all I'm saying is Lady L did call me a noodle man live on stream, which is why you need to watch my stream. Anything can happen.
You're the one who said I could sit on you, and I disagree.
I just said you wouldn't kill me.
No, you said that it would be fine.
All I'm saying is that took a lot of my blood.
Yeah, it did.
I need that because I don't have a lot of oxygen because all the food is pushing the air out of my lungs. Let's just give it a go.
Oh, shit.
Nope. I just don't got anything.
No gas.
I'm on empty.
I know what's wrong with it. It got no gas in
It's
it.
got no gas in it. So what we'll do is we'll hop into some deadlifts. I'll bump up the weight. We were gonna do 165 for reps, but it's just not worth it on a day that I just don't have it. So we're gonna go 115 with the bar, 250s on each side. Just do 3 sets each. Make it happen.
Warm up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a couple in like this.
Your beard looks so red in this light.
Forearms are definitely bigger.
Those too.
We should have, because the forearms definitely got some blood to them. I'm just too tired. I'm too weak today to make anything happen. I'm sorry, guys. You'll see better workout videos if I do other workout videos in the future.
Because we're gonna do them.
We are doing workouts every single week. My beard, you are not wrong. It looks
so red.
it's as red as it can get. So,
This full-on ginger boy.
oh, the blonde ginger boy. Have you guys heard the legend of the blonde ginger boy? He puked everywhere.
Oh, I was gonna say, did he live on Jury Lane?
No. He didn't.
You sure? That was attractive.
Thank you.
Sexiest boyfriend on the planet.
See, the thing is, when you're hot like me, you just make
You are
everyday actions just seem pretty attractive. Like,
You are hot. I'm the one that's not hot in this relationship.
sometimes you just turn women into waterfalls just by simply giving a bit of yeah, she's dead. I killed her with hotness. I'm aiming for 10 reps on the deadlift. Just good form. This isn't heavy. But I got very little left in the tank. I've got no motivation, no prospects. Got no food, I got no jobs. My pets' heads are falling off, not mine's, but every other pet, their head has fallen off. I'm just kidding, I haven't had any other pets. Calm down, Lady L. Alright, so we're right in there. That's good. We'll go like right here actually, so it feels a little bit better.
You got this.
Ein is trying to fight a German Shepherd. Ein is like, I want to play. I love you more than anything in the world. It's fine. Alright, let's give this bread. 3 sets of 10, easy work.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Get it. Nice.
I felt good. Felt light. Felt like I could definitely do a lot more even now. So I can't complain with that, given the fact I'm like a shell of myself right now. Last little bit. Last set of 10. Feels good just to get everything moving. Again, not trying to go super heavy, not going for anything too crazy. We're being smart with this, guys, which is something I want to preach to like younger people and everything else. You know, just walk into lifting and stuff. Like, I don't even tell anyone just to start lifting. Before you start lifting, if you're out of shape and you haven't done anything, you've been sedentary for a while, start off with cardio. Keep doing cardio until you aren't getting tired from like half an hour of cardio. Then if you want to move into weights and you're in decent shape, go for it by all means. You can start pushing at them, but I don't weightlifting, especially if you don't have like a coach or someone to keep their eyes on you that can see if you're moving wrong, potentially going to hurt yourself. Like even me, who is experienced with doing stuff with dumbbells and throwing around weights and stuff, today there's stuff that I couldn't see that Lady L could see that was like concerning. Like if this shoulder was going above this shoulder and overhead, like something bad could happen. I wasn't in balance, I was out of rhythm, my kinetic sequence was off. Like that kind of stuff can cause injuries, that kind of stuff can cause scary situations. So we did end up wrapping it up early on a couple lifts. Something like deadlift, I'm comfortable. I could probably go up to 300 pounds. We could keep increasing the weights. I think I could even do that tonight. And I think realistically I probably have 400 pounds for one rep in me if I'm fresh. So I feel like I'm still pretty strong in here, but again, there's no reason to potentially like pull anything. Like I don't want my back to go out of place. I don't want anything to like hurt. I don't want to do anything stupid. So 100 pounds, it's enough to stimulate the muscles, get some blood going in my back, get some blood going in my butt. I can feel in my hamstrings a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but you know, it's basically like advanced body weight training. So you're getting some benefit, you're getting a little bit of work in, and as you can see, we're losing light. We've been out for now over 2 hours, getting pretty consistent work in with whatever breaks we needed and fueling up on water and all that fun stuff. So with this will be the last lift of the night. Do it for Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall.
Do it. Got it. One more. Beautiful. Look at that. You turn on the food channel. And I'm like, oh, that food looks so good because look at it. It looks so good. And Clevr is just like...
Yeah, I can't wait to eat more food. Food looks so good right now. God.
And so Clevr's had over almost 6,000 calories today, and I have had 1,000 calories today. So I'm like, ooh, that looks delicious. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, like, here's the deal, guys.
Baby,
I'm almost at 6,000 calories. I'm actually gonna... So I forgot my kiwi before my workout, which would have never happened back in the day. I would have always had my fruit kick. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just guessing here, but I'm assuming this will put me over 6,000 calories. I assume.
I can find out.
Yeah, we'll find out after. But we got some fresh kiwi.
Ein you cannot
Have some kiwi on. It's good. It's full of good carbs. So this will be another nice macro boost. Mm.
88 calories, so yes, that puts you over.
88 calories for both.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Massive. So, obviously I feel just disgusting. I definitely was weaker. Technically my one leg lift maxes were okay. I felt like I was strong for one, but the muscle endurance just isn't there, which, I mean, is to be expected. I'm also, and this is not a reference to Eddie Hall, our water fountain broke at work, so I'm severely dehydrated. I've been dehydrated this whole week. I've been trying to catch up. Normally I drink like a gallon of water at work, but pretty much I've been limited to what I can carry into work, which has been like a couple big bottles of water, which is only like a couple liters, or whatever I can bring, plus like maybe a Pedialyte. So I'm getting this Pedialyte in my system. I'm crushing the fruit now. I was feeling like dinner was going to be iffy. My core feels so weak. I'm just very fatigued, very tired, very dehydrated. But I feel good. I'm happy that I'm getting back into some type of lifting. I think that's really, really good for me. Like I said, like it's not making excuses. It's not like I'm not afraid to put myself out there. Like, I know people are gonna watch this and be like, "Dang, he's weak. Dang, he's not ever been strong," and like all that. And like, I challenge anyone to take 2 years off and then come back and start to work out again. And I challenge you to film it and do it in front of people and fail and understand like that, like, you're going to look weak when you come back after literally not lifting. Like, yes, I lift at work and I feel powerful in the motions that I do at work, like picking stuff off the ground, phenomenal. Overhead, weak as heck right now. I just don't have the muscle endurance, so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get it back. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint, so I'm super pumped to get all this, and I'm so happy you guys are watching the video. We have one more big meal left. Lady L needs to get her calories, so I will cook. We've got a nice carb load with a nice hit of protein. I mean, I'm going to put the macros up till this point up on the screen. So, I mean, you guys can see, like, it's been a day of eating. It's been hard to get this food down. There were some times in the video that I felt like I was going to puke, especially during the workouts. But good God, like, I feel like today's been a success. It was a lot of fun reliving the old glory days. I'm so glad I don't eat like this anymore. I also don't think it's very healthy, especially looking at the macros.
This whole boy.
But regardless, we're almost done. It's 9:30. We're gonna have a late dinner. Something to fuel us up going into tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not doing a damn thing. I will be on stream, but tomorrow will have already happened by the time this video comes out, so doesn't matter. Good luck, everybody else. I'm going to be dead to the world, at least until I can sleep off all the soreness. Yeah, let's get into this last meal. I'm going to finish off my kiwi. To be fair, this is actually delicious. I can only imagine what this kiwi would taste like if I had not already gorged myself for 6,000 calories. And I wonder what it would taste like if I knew I didn't have to eat a full dinner after this. Because, I mean, kiwis are one of my favorite fruits.
They're good.
Kiwis are good. So, we're gonna get after it. I'm gonna finish that other kiwi. I'm gonna finish my Pedialyte, try to get some hydration back, and then we're gonna get into the last meal. We'll get a final total on all the food. I'm gonna get my last kick of protein, and we're gonna probably end around 7,000 calories, which is actually under where I thought I'd be.
You thought it was 8, right? You thought 8.
I thought it would be around 8, just because of the sheer volume. But I guess, like, technically speaking, even though, like, you guys can see there's a lot of fat and stuff in this diet, it's clean as far as it, like, as much as eating this amount of food can be, it's about as clean as it can be, minus, like, I could cut out the peanut butter, I could cut out the dark chocolate, I could, I mean, cashews are healthy for you, it's good fat, so I'm not too concerned about that kind of stuff, but for the most part, like, chicken and rice, not that bad for you. That's a big piece. I don't eat steak every day, but steak is also good for you. Steak actually has more protein than chicken. Just in general, per pound and all that stuff, per its weight. So it actually helps you build and recover stronger. And there's actually aminos that exist in red meat that help aid in muscle recovery and stuff like that. So realistically, if you were like a strong man, you could like eat a similar diet to this and see some great results. And obviously it works for me where I'm not putting on a drastic amount of fat, but good God, I would not want to eat this way every day again. Like, as fun as it was to relive this for a day, this is not for 28-year-old Clevr going on 29, getting older by the minute. This was fine 2-3 years ago, but I'm tapping out. We're gonna finish this last meal, and then I am never going to eat like this again a day in my life unless we do like some random like Chipotle 10,000 calorie challenge or something. But that's gonna be well in the future if we ever do anything like that. Oh God. Also, if you guys could smell the smells coming out of me.
They're not that bad.
Would you like... Lady L thinks they're not that bad because I literally have to go hide, and then I basically just shit myself. Like, literally just rip ass. And then I'm like, good God, I like shut the door and I'm like, hello everyone. I'm like, I'm fine. Just had to tinkle really quick. I'm like, hope no one heard that one. I'm like looking around. She's like, what is that smell? What is going on? And then she like runs up the stairs. She's like, I think the skunk is in the bathroom. She's like, Dad, kill it. I'm like, I'm not going in there. I might not out. So, yeah, it's if they ever invent smell-o-vision, we'll re-upload this video, but you guys can really drink it in. So I'll see you guys at dinner.
Baby ein. Baby ein. Your delts are popping.
Yeah.
Oh.
But instead I'm like,
I like it.
wait until I get my biceps back. I mean, biceps are like the ultimate, like,
Flashy muscle.
yeah, it does nothing. It doesn't mean you're strong at all. All that biceps mean is that you have done bicep curls. And it means literally nothing. You might think I look like a pregnant narwhal, but
I don't think you look like a pregnant narwhal.
I was talking to all the people behind the screen. But we're at the last meal of the day. We've made it. We don't have a whole lot left to do, so what we're going to do is we've got some ground bison, 4 servings worth, half a pound. We've got rigatoni, and we've got our pasta. We're going to go ahead, get this all cooking. Now, this is not my traditional pasta sauce. This is something I would make while I was bulking when I don't have time. It still tastes fine, but it's not nearly as fresh and not nearly as delicious as what my normal pasta sauce would be. But here's the thing, like, I'm a huge fan of tomatoes in my diet. I know a lot of people say they're on both sides. They say tomatoes are super good for you. They say tomatoes are super bad for you. They say they cause inflammation. I've never noticed that adding tomatoes into my diet have done anything to hinder my recovery or anything. I would not eat them if I thought that, even like a little bit. So we'll go ahead and put this on the back burner because it's just sauce. So what goes into here is a little bit of olive oil. You don't need a ton because we're not sauteing anything. Normally this would be onions, garlic, roasted, deglazed with chicken stock and all that fun stuff. Instead we're going to add just a splash of olive oil. Also, great tip, if you get sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil, save that olive oil. It tastes delicious. So good. Go ahead and just dump your canned tomatoes in there. And I always just take a splash of water, not anything too crazy. Just kind of get the last bit of those tomatoes out, pour it in. No point in wasting it, we're going to use them, so we've got our salted pasta water. We'll go ahead and put that on the heat. We've got this pan that's about 9.8 million degrees because I left it on a burner that I didn't know was on, so I've cooled it down as best I can. We're just gonna go ahead, pop out the bison. Now, one thing I always like to do with ground beef, ground bison, ground whatever, is you put it in kind of like a block, and you just kind of let it go. You don't really need to put anything in there like olive oil or whatever at this point because we're going to break it up with a wooden spoon, but you certainly could if you wanted to. So as you can see, the thing with bison is it's very lean, but it's also very delicious. It's got a very beefy flavor. So I always put it in the block. I add a little bit of olive oil around the sides. Nothing too crazy. I mean, that's a little bit more than a splash. Sorry. I can't control.
Wait, you run into me.
I can't control my body anymore. I'm fatigued AF, boy. All of this is gonna burn if I don't move it, so I'll put my... That's one of my snacks, my favorite snacks when I do cardio is actually these 100-calorie packs.
I love those.
Yeah. Smart Food, white cheddar popcorn, godsend. So good for 100 calories. I love having something I can snack on really quick, and it's not super bad for you, so when I'm just doing my thing, like, yeah, we just do our thing. Woo. Now, some people say to really let this get like a crust time before you start breaking up. I've always been in at least the belief system that I want to get it like semi-broken up, especially if it's going to be like basically a sauce. Now, this is 4 servings of bison. By the way, what'd the buffalo say to his kid going to college?
Bison.
Damn straight he did. He actually said, I'm not going to help you with your student loans, but... I mean, he's a buffalo. What are you expecting? He can't do that much. So if you're a fan of, like, that lean ground beef you can get, bison is really nice. It's tough to make taste good in, like, burger form, but if you're making, like, a sauce and stuff, this is really good. It cuts down on the fat. We've already had a pretty calorie heavy day.
For yourself.
You want to get jokes like that? All you have to do is eat 7,000 calories a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got one more meal, and then we're going to call it a night. You guys will get to see the finished product, all the cool action shots. I'm getting blisters now. But I'm doing what I love, making content with great company, and I want to thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, please give Lady L some love. That's Lady Leia. You see her a lot in my Twitch chat. She took a whole day, basically, just to make sure that she could be here and film all this and be a part of it and work out with me and help me get through this. This would have been such an endeavor to take on alone, and the quality of the video would have been far, far worse. So I'm very, very thankful that you gave up your time to help me out, genuinely, and I had a lot of fun today. You made suffering through whatever this ends up being calorie-wise, you made it tolerable, and I'm sorry you thought I was very angry early. I thought I was quite positive the whole day. And then I had a splash of Nutella, and we were off.
You just needed a nap.
I did need a nap. I needed a nap bad. Alright. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Last meal of the day. Chief is here. We're having a nice final sit-down dinner. Hey, Chief. How you doing? Say hello to YouTube.
No, thanks.
Are you proud of your son for all that he ate today?
Yeah.
Go have yourself some pasta.
It's very good.
That's pure bison. I killed the buffalo myself. I strangled him with my massive guns. I used my delts. He was like, wow, you have some big delts.
And then he just fell dog
He
dead.
died. He died of shock and strangulation. He swallowed his own tongue, which is quite difficult for a buffalo to do. It's the only recorded case in human history. I thought it was impressive, but anyways, so what we're ending on is a serving of bison, a serving of pasta, and probably a serving of sauce. 2 servings-ish. Something like that. The end calories, basically 7,000 calories in a day, which is, compared to what I've been eating, nearly double.
Oh, wait, it is 7,000 because of the 2 teaspoons of...
That's right, we also added sugar, so we are slightly above 7,000 calories for the day. Not we, just myself and my multiple personalities. Wow, my delt is really just swollen.
I told you.
For the final meal of my life,
Hypertrophy.
hypertrophy, we'll have one last protein shake, which will be 1 scoop of protein, 8 ounces of whole, full-fat milk. We'll have some water, and of course a serving of bison, serving of pasta. This is kind of the last little hit of protein, last little hit of carbs. I'll give you my daily totals when we're done with this. It's actually, so I made a mistake and I actually ate the diet that I ate when I was 250 pounds and bulking. So at my peak strength, my peak fitness, this is what I would have eaten when I was at the top, the precipice of my bulking. So being 170 pounds, this was a bit much. This was complete overkill, but at least I could eat the same amount that I could eat when I was 250 pounds, which is impressive. That does taste really good.
It's delicious.
So, guys, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. This would have been what I would eat at 250 pounds when I could actually like lift weights and I was actually like had muscle. Like in the pictures that you guys that I posted earlier in the videos, that would be my diet that you just watched. That is what I ate every day back then. I would have had to step it up even from this to get bigger. The bicep. Yeah, I mean, now I definitely have the potato under the skin.
You did it while you were working out too. I don't know if you heard me tell you that.
I did. I can't wait to watch all this footage of me eating.
You're just get nauseous again.
Maybe like, I remember that bite.
There's a Legoland in New York. Please play club.
I need a shower. A priest. Some boiling water. Towels.
You gonna give birth?
That's a good way of putting it. 8 pounds, 6 ounces.
Jeez.
Alright. With this is the last thing that I would do in the day. Sometimes I would do this right after the workout, but depending on if I had to cook dinner or if I was eating something that I'd already meal prepped, I would drink this right before bed. The idea being that I had a shot of protein that was going to go right into my system that would start helping me heal my muscles quickly. Because every single day I would be doing this. Like, the sheer amount of protein in one of these bags, 11 pounds, I would go through these quickly. Like, they did not last long. So, I had to buy like 4 or 5 at a time just so I could last without having to constantly reorder. Which is, my kidneys are probably shot is what I'm saying, but yeah, this was a fun little callback, throwback, whatever you want to call it, to the old days. Would I ever do this diet again? Absolutely not. If I was going to bulk now, I would do it a lot slower than I used to. I probably did, when I started off, somewhere around like 5,000, 6,000 calories as opposed to 7.
You were getting full at 4,000.
Right. But that is also because I was eating the same breakfast I would have at 250 pounds that I had like prepared myself to do. So, no, you're absolutely correct. I just want to make it for the people watching. Torpedo.
Scallops.
They look delicious. Alright, let's crush it.
What flavor is that?
This is salted caramel. Would you like a sip?
Yeah. Wow, that's rich.
It's very rich, but I love it.
I could not drink 16 ounces of that. It's very good.
It's
delicious.
It's delicious. It's like,
And it's like the smoothest protein I've ever had.
right, they mix so well, every single one of them.
And it doesn't have a shaker ball in it.
Nope. And they give you a screen that you can use to shake it, but I feel like you don't need it, so I never use it. I literally just put it in here. You could mix this with a spoon and not even get aggressive with it, so not sponsored at all, but my protein's awesome. I wish they didn't use FedEx in the United States, but what are you gonna do? It's really just my branch of FedEx because they just are terrible, but like the reviews at my local FedEx is just like, they're terrible. They don't send out packages. They mess up all the deliveries. They keep saying something's happening and that it's not actually happening. So I'm pretty psyched about how tonight went. I'm happy I didn't puke. I don't think I'm going to puke tonight. But I know I will probably be on the toilet for quite some time tomorrow. This has been a lot of fun. We'll not be doing this again anytime soon. I'm going to get back on my 3,000, 4,000 calorie a day diet and call it. Alright, and with that, guys, that is the end of the video. Last bit of protein put away. thanks everyone for watching, sticking through this this long video. I know it's different content, but getting into vlogging is something I've always wanted to do. More live action stuff. We'll do some scripted stuff. I've written some ideas that were for other people that they end up using, so I think it'll be a lot of fun to do that. Until the next video, you guys enjoy yourselves. I'll see you next time. Thank you again, Lady L. Thanks, Chief. Without you, none of this would have been possible. I would have never been born. It mean a lot to me, kid. I'll kill you in cold blood. Just kidding, I'd never do that. That's Chief. It's my mom. She made me the way I am. Alright. Bye guys. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.